What's up? What's up? Alright. Am I going to finish this in time? That's the question. Let's get back into it. If you're checking this out as a VOD, I appreciate you. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're seeing this. Glad you're witnessing it. Working on a tattoo design for tomorrow's tattoo. Got quite a bit to go, but we're gonna get through it. Let's do it. Good. BB's in the chat. My only mod. My only mod. I think I'm gonna have to go back and highlight that penis story that I told earlier. Personality hire, yeah. Me have the experience. Why not? I think that's really why the Lord put you in my life. I've been thinking about that movie like most of the day today. I don't even remember what was the name of it. It was his name. No, neither of them. The first one, the one with Jack Black and Matthew McConaughey. I put it on my story. Let's see. Oh, it's already gone. Save the photo. I didn't save the photo. Yeah, it began with a B. It was really good. I can figure this out. We're gonna figure this out. I want to remember what this movie is, because this movie's getting added to let's see. Archive. Bernie. Bernie was the movie. God, that was such a good movie. Now, I just think that is amazing what you're doing there with that chainsaw. Do you do commission work? 'Cause I would love to have something like that for the voyeur. Yeah, Bernie, you got it. I'm late. I'm late to your party. All right, picking up where I left off from earlier. We gonna get this finished in time for tomorrow. It's looking epic so far. I'm happy with it. The 3,000 Years of Longing was a really good movie, though. Definitely gonna recommend that. Since being a fan of it, was that a book beforehand? We're about to get an ad, y'all. If you're not subbed or have turbo, I want to get these pre-rolls delayed. You know, none of these white lights kind of like remind me of tattooing years ago. I used to be at the shop real late. The Digin and the Nightingale's Eye is the name of the book it's based on. They're also... Oh. Talking about yourself? She's not very weird. She's actually very lovely. Make this little shadow. Take the blower of the arm. I want to separate it a little bit. Kind of like they did a good job in the reference, but they got a little bit more of a highlight there than I want. That's just enough space to separate that darkness down there. This is where the decision making on should I make the armor should I make the armor less textured because we're gonna have a very textured background and push him in the foreground, because we're getting into these big parts of the forearms, and that's where not having a lot of texture or design gonna matter. Anytime I look at a tattoo and I see like large space, you don't want it to be dead space. You want to take that large area and make it interesting. I mean, sometimes it works. It's not always, but wherever you can do it, do it. I like this tone. All right. So I always sketch in red. Just been a habit for a long time. We're using the old red pencils because you could sketch with the red pencils and then go over it with charcoal or graphite, or even sometimes you can get away with like doing microns or black markers over top of it. I just do that as a habit, and then I convert it to black and gray when I'm finished to see the relationship tones throughout the entire piece. I'll make adjustments from there. Honestly, if I don't do it in red, it kind of throws me off a little bit. Because I'm so used to it. It's gonna be one hell of a drop in this song when it hits. You're interested in drawing, like one little trick that helps too sometimes with like sketching or texturing anything is just simply changing the direction of your strokes will give a little bit of contrast between two parts. So like if you're doing something round, keeping that roundness, you want to make it like the drop shadows reaching back this way to go in this direction with it. It's one little trick, kind of show some change between two areas or two shadows or two textures. I kind of learned that while tattooing. I was noticing like, man, I kept trial and error to get some difference between two areas. Ended up changing that direction, and that's how I discovered it. I kind of forget about like do it so secondhand, so like even saying it to you guys in stream kind of helps me think through why I do what I do. So I would like to create like some tutorials and stuff for drawing and tattooing eventually, and even like if I had an apprentice, it'd be nice to be able to really articulate my thoughts and why I do it, instead of it just being like secondhand, something I picked up and remembered. This is all gonna be pretty dark underneath here, but I don't think I want to go solid black with it. I'm gonna leave a little bit of fade to it. I'm gonna have to find the relationship between the forearm and chest plate here. Because even in the reference, some of that gets lost between the tones. If I want it to read a little bit better, I'm gonna have to play with that a little bit. Get a little bit of a full view of it here and there. A lot of darkness underneath that top hand. I was looking at my own hand for reference there to how this shape should actually be. Should come up a touch. It's meant to be a glove, so I won't detail like creases too much. I think smooth will be fine here. I do these kind of metallic shadows. Should make this area interesting enough. I'm trying to like achieve that look of it, like it's not perfectly round. It kind of like comes to like a ridge. I guess it was doing the drawing assist on that layer, and that's why it did it onto this one, where it like mirrors it from side to side. Beauty about it is if I need a reference, I got my own too. Starting to grasp how it's supposed to look. Yeah. That one, the bottom one's a little bit technically. Because I'm going for like dark colored gloves. The highlights will actually still be lights instead of highlights. It's not going to be metallic. Maybe what's throwing my eye off on this bottom one. Let's go ahead and shade it in and then adjust from there. So don't think I would have this ridge of a knuckle here. Technically, perception wise, this one would be a lot smaller. I think this would cut back a little bit harder of an angle. Round that out. Factor in drop shadow. I want this part of the hand shield to look like it has a ridge in it too. A little all over the place in this right now. It's okay during the drawing, but I was saying on the last one. When you're doing this for a tattoo, you don't want to bounce around a lot when you're actually in the skin. You want to help manage the client's pain. So it's okay to bounce around in a drawing, but not a tattoo. Making sure I was on the right pencil, because the pressure of this one seems a little different here and there. Sort of almost like I'm laying it too far to the side, even though I'm not. So I just keep pushing forward and get everything laid out, and then I'll go back and change those tones how I want them. This doesn't feel like it's quite sitting above the hand. It kind of looks like it's more on the hand. I think that has to do with this here. It picks it up a little bit, but it's still not quite where I want it to be. A little more drop shadow to it. It's lifting up a little bit. Let's try. I think I got it now. I think I see what it is. It makes sense when I'm looking at it, but I still feel like something's off there. We'll walk away from it for a little bit and come back to it. Go ahead and lay in like my darkest areas, kind of frame this side out a little bit more. Let's close this. Actually, go this. Make sure I'm keeping them similar distance to the other side. Max, that will probably almost touch at that angle. Same thing. This comes down. Gonna disappear to the back side. Sometimes when you get things that like you're seeing most of them like this and then you're getting them at that angle towards you, it's kind of hard to make that make sense until everything's shaded in. And even still then something might look off, but it's just something about that perception of it like being towards you. What's up, Pink John Wayne? Specialty, or I guess what I've specialized in for a long time, is black and gray realism, portrait realism, faces, anything hyper realistic, photorealistic. That's what I'm most known for. But this last like year or so, sprinkled in with a little bit of like fine line stuff, but this last year or so I've been trying to work towards like more illustrative stuff. I'm gonna look that up. Let's see. Oh yeah. That's pretty sick. Is it kind of like the printed look where it's just black and white, black lines that make it up, kind of like the old books and maps were back in the day? And your right side, you mean like your rib cage? I like a lot of religious artwork from that era. If you want to, here, you can check out some of my work. Actually got to change my Nightbot settings to make this pop up more often again. That'll bring up the link to my Instagram so you can see more of my artwork. I can do that for this too. I might need a link. I can link the YouTube to it as well. Might block my own might have worked in YouTube. Oh, all the way out in Oregon. On the opposite side from me. I'm in the Carolinas. It's a lot of good art in Oregon though. That, and I really like some artists out in Denver. When I was out that way, it was a lot of great artists. I know that's not near you, but just heading out west. Appreciate you checking it out. I seen trying to remember her name, but she does color versions of that style, and it's pretty amazing. I think it's Drina Art. Maybe Deanna. Yeah, that's it. Deanna James with 2 N's. She does color versions of that Renaissance art, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. I saw that one, and I know you can't see it, but one of these I saw in person at a tattoo convention. I didn't even know who she was. I just what does he do? Is he like old school, like pen and paper then? He doesn't use the tablet? Okay, Matthew Madison. Oh, literally, it's called The Little Tattoo Shop. The website doesn't work. Yeah, the tablet makes things a lot easier. Really, I probably could have used like the reference photo for the tattoo, but there was some flaws in it because I could tell like it was AI generated. So I decided to draw it out myself and kind of work out those flaws before we do it. It might not have just let me check his stuff out on there from my PC. I'll have to do it on my phone. I mean, a lot of artists, I mean, we use this, which is Procreate on the iPad. And then, I think it's called Sketchbook Pro, or, I can't remember. It's one more software. And then, Photoshop, of course. What I usually do for like my clients is I book a over the phone consultation. I have them well, the process to start is they send me their ideas through email, and then I'll take a look at it and their description, see if it's a fit for me, and then I schedule a virtual consultation with them. We go over the ideas, make sure we're on the same page of things, and then if I need to, I'll book them an in-person where we can sit down and really map it out on their body, or I just go ahead and get them scheduled, and then I'll draw a week or two before the appointment. I'll at least start it, and then even like tonight, this one's due for tomorrow, so I'm gonna finish it up tonight, and we'll tattoo it tomorrow, and I'll be streaming it tomorrow as well. I've already gotten their permission. Got to get another ad break, y'all. Oh, we're in an ad break. Okay. All right, little casino suspense music. Yeah, you gotta yeah, put a lot of trust in my man to just drop off the idea and then show up for it. Not like really see what the sketch is about. Oh, no worries. I don't remember exactly. I was saying like a lot of artists use Procreate, Photoshop, and then also I can't remember the other one. It's like Illustrator Pro or Sketchbook Pro. I can't remember the app, but it's on. You can get it on the iPad also. But I was saying too, like, yeah, you gotta have a lot of trust in your guy to not really see the finished product and then show up for the appointment. Which, if you got multiple ones by him, I know you trust the process and all, but I like to schedule a couple, at least a virtual consultation with my clients and make sure we're on the same page with the design. And then like I really like to cater to the things that they like. I do like some artistic freedom as far as like choices and the things that they like, but and let me do what I feel is best to make it a really good tattoo. But I like to involve my client a lot with the design process of things. And reason being is like I got a tattoo on my forearm that I gave the artist a lot of freedom, and they ended up giving me like something I didn't. In the end, I regretted, and that's more because they like pulled it out of a book and put it on me instead of like drawing me something custom. So I just want to make sure my clients never feel that way, so I include them in the drawing process a little more than some artists out there. Ah, what's up, Money? How you doing? Yeah, art be artin'. doing my thing, preparing for tomorrow's appointment. So we oh, this tattoo, this is gonna be multiple sessions. I can show you an idea of like the size of it. Trying all of them. So you can see here, like this is the sketch that I put this press and seal right here onto their body, and then I sketched the idea onto it. No, it's a top of the arm. Yeah, it's fit to the shoulder, so it's gonna be from here to here. And we have an existing tattoo, and I'll show you that in a second. I've already done his forearm wrapped around, and then we're branching like the flames and smoke from that piece up through here. And we're gonna do the angel here, and then at the top I'm gonna do like galaxy, planets, stuff like that. And so like it's gonna span from mid to a little more into the bicep, to the back of the arm, to the top of the shoulder. And I mean, like, as detailed as this is, we're probably gonna put like 20 hours into it. And I'll show you like let me see. All right, so I realized today when I was showing this earlier that I didn't post the finish of this tattoo yet, but this is what's on his inner arm, and then we have Lucifer on the back of his arm. And so we've already finished this one, and those flames are going to reach up into that other tattoo that I'm working on now. And this was Lucifer on the back of his arm. And then this was Lilith on the inside. Now, when it comes to my work, like realism stuff, I spend a lot of time on it. You're good. I mean, that's part of the stream. I appreciate you. Yeah, that was fun. It was tight little details on her face, but I really pulled it off. I could honestly. This is my work phone. That's what I take all my photos with and videos for work. Let's see. So like this one was 4 sessions. Oh well, you can see it. It's a ship anchor, Santa Maria in red, and then we got like the full background on it. You can like really get in and see the details of it. So to get all those details, that takes quite a bit of time to do. Thank you. I try hard at this. Try hard at everything, but definitely try the hardest when people depend on me for it. Also, you know, it's kind of permanent, so I want to do a good job at it. And it costs a lot of money. Well, that's cool, animated hearts. I'm gonna be working on animation soon. I'm not getting sidetracked with this, but I showed you my emotes. Let's show you this one I'm working on here. Christmas. Christmas. I'm not even a big fan of Christmas, but I just want to make an emote for it. So pretty stoked with it. I was trying to think, maybe do a stocking too. I don't know yet. We'll see. I got a little bit of time before gotta have that together. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to animate them too. Because this, oops, I don't know what I'm doing. This has like an animated feature. Just, I don't know how to do it. I gotta figure out how to do it. I had someone make me some animations for the intro and outro of my videos, and they're just yeah, maybe I've made a couple logos over the years. Like during COVID, I made one for this guy I know that has a farm. They're kind of fun, and I made I'll get sidetracked again. I made this one for a friend's podcast, which was like a quick $100. So, I mean, it's nothing crazy. The other one was pretty crazy. I spent a lot of time on it. There's so many drawings. Here it is. There you go. It's super simple too. I want to make it simple for him to put it on a t-shirt, but my graphic arc skills have gotten better since then. You're gonna try. I saw it on his hat when he printed it out, and there's like a few or got them made. There'd be a few things I'd do differently to it now to make it transfer really well. I made my own t-shirts, or like I got my own t-shirts made with my own design, and that was after that, and I spent a lot of time figuring out how to make something so detailed transfer the best that I could. And it still wasn't 100% right, but this next time around I'll get them even better. Have you thought about your tattoo ideas more? Any of them. I mean, yeah, definitely I need to know SD if I'm gonna be the one doing it. Hey, John Wayne, I hope you have a good day. Sorry I missed your message there. Appreciate you lurking while at work. If you're around, pop in. I'm gonna be tattooing for a while tomorrow. We're just gonna be committing that session, so I'm not going to be detailing or anything, but yeah, check it out. All joked, I should get the Running Man logo, but also I kind of just want to go do dealer's choice and have you do whatever you like because you're talented. Well, you're sweet, but I gotta do something you like and you want to live with forever. Now, if you're a diehard DayZ fan, then I could definitely come up with something. But I need if you want to give me creative freedom, think of it as bowling. I just need some guardrails, and once I know that, I'll be able to knock a few pins down or come up with a strike. Oh no, I definitely pay me for it. I'm not gonna do all that work to tattoo for free. But I also I was talking a little bit to Paul about that. Is I don't think I want to commit to having a booth. For one, the price point, and then two, being tied to the booth all weekend. Every time I do conventions, it's like I usually now that I know this, I take Sundays off. So Friday, Saturday I tattoo, and then Sunday at a convention I'll get that actual like 5-6 hours to walk around, check out the place. So like if I do tattoo in San Diego, whether it's like kind of at my Airbnb or like in a studio, I'm gonna plan a day like during the day where we can all show up and do it, and then I still have the night available to have some fun. And I won't be doing anything massive, like palm size pieces, maybe a little larger if they're really simple, like fine line or something like that. But palm size or smaller out there is what to consider. Unless like nobody but 1 or 2 people want one, and then I may like do a little bit bigger one and we'll make a whole day of it or something. At least that's my thoughts. Also, hit me back soon when you got your schedule. We can schedule a team up. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, like I used to be full on obsessed with working and tattooing all the time, and still trying to go out, have a good time, and like it's kind of hard to do that and enjoy yourself. So again, we'll pick a time that's like works for everyone that wants to, if they want to, and then go from there. Hell yeah. They're gonna hit you up on right around Christmas and be like, actually, we have a client. I think I called it when you and Coach Zed were playing, you work in solar? Well, let's pray for not cloudy days then. I know that's not how it works, but trust me, I know that's not how it works because I've been sunburned on a cloudy day. So it only took 30 minutes, where on a sunny day it takes 3 minutes. What time zone are you in? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that word means. I think I do. Okay, yeah. Oh, you are? Okay. I was helping out with the inventory audit at our regional parts distribution center. It sounds like an entire warehouse and a massive team of people working on that. Oh, okay. So you were referencing me not being from the UK about our team up. Everybody's on. Well, I guess that makes sense because it's 8:30. I was like, everybody popping in earlier, and now it's on the West Coast. Oh, nice. So y'all got it knocked out. I've only ever really worked one job for inventory, and I didn't have to do it a lot because I was a younger guy in it early on. I worked at a grocery store that we had to do inventory. I can't remember a lot about it, but I don't think it was ever really that bad. I know like a couple of the other employees complained about it a lot, but we had to do it. But kind of the same thing. Usually we would only have like 5 people scheduled to work the evening, and when we were doing inventory, it was like double that. Yeah, I did pretty good at it. Like I started when I was whenever I could legally start working. I can't even remember if that was like 14 or 15. But I started working there, and oh shit, so you're like on a lift having to get up there. I bet that's also kind of fun in a way. I mean, you can't ride it while it's all the way up, but it's probably fun scooting around on that a little bit. Actually, it's probably so slow it's not fun, huh? But I worked at a grocery store from 14, 15 up until I want to say 19 or 20, and then I dropped back off after I got another job, and then came back kind of like part-time here and there. And I didn't do that for very long because I was working 2 jobs, the grocery store, the main place, picking up some shifts at a restaurant here and there, helping out on a farm, and also doing illegal activities. And so I dropped the grocery store pretty quick. I still have dreams. Like I guess it's kind of like a night terror. It's not quite a nightmare of though that I'm still scheduled to work at the grocery store, but I haven't showed up in like 4 years. And then I like realized like, oh no, and then I go to work there. And the place is closed down now, which is like kind of sad because when I would go back home, I would go there sometimes and visit my old manager and talk to her. Yeah, I have this like nightmare about that of like I'm still scheduled there and I didn't know it for a long time. Dreams are weird though. It's kind of funny to think back on different jobs that led you to where you are. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like within an hour and a half. A little bit more for my actual like hometown, but the area that I was from is about an hour and a half from where I live now. I used to live like 9 hours away, and then I lived 3 hours away, and now an hour and a half's a sweet spot. I can return home whenever I want to and see family. Yeah, I'm really thankful for the illegal activities. Taught me a lot about good business, I feel like. But then I'm really thankful for the grocery store because it taught me a lot about customer service and just being kind to people and being helpful. I feel like that transferred into tattooing and professionalism really well. And so I'm like super thankful that I did do those things. Also, like I was a pretty good employee. I like ended up moving up to nighttime manager, and I did that for like 3 weeks or so, and then those that were older than me that were worked under me, like it was so difficult dealing with. I had this one lady like start screaming at me when I was asking her to like do her job and like so we could wrap up for the night. And after that, I was like, the extra $1.25 an hour for this is not worth it for me. Yeah, 9 is rough. That was when I was in New Jersey. Um, although I loved the drive, a good 9-hour drive back home. I did it like every 3 or 4 months. Um, yeah, being about 5 hours is probably the sweet spot on a long drive. I'm a gold miner. I pan for gold in every situation I'm in. You want to know since you worked in grocery, you know about this. And ads. Oh yeah, you're subscribed. Never mind. Freaking the first of the month was my favorite time to work. We had 3 little registers, and I was bag boy most of the time. I worked the register too, and I worked meat department a little bit as well. But being a bag boy on the first of the month, it would be just me a lot of the times. They would only schedule 2 of us, and the other one stocking and sweeping the floors and stuff like that. So I would just be rolling through like all 3 of, and it was like an art to me. Like later in life, I found out they have bagging competitions, and I was like, I wish I knew that back when I was in that. Like I love it. Sometimes when I'm at a grocery store and they don't have enough employees, I'll bag my own groceries. And over the years, I've had a few people see me do that, and then like a manager walk up to me and be like, "Do you want a job?" And I'm like, no, I don't want a job. Do I have a hard time? No, because when I was a bagger, like I tried to make sure I was fast enough and on point enough that nobody else had to. Um, and like even if they were, I would like take over for them. So like I don't get in the way of that. Like At least that's how I felt when I was doing it. So, um, one one funny thing about back then too, our grocery store was really big on carrying carry yeah, it happened to you too. Yeah, because it's like they need good help, they see it in you. um our grocery store was like really big on carrying groceries out for people that wanted you to carry them out for them. So I was like carrying it out for all the little old ladies, and they'd give you tips, or like some would see me outside smoking a cigarette or something, and you know, they'd tip me with a cigarette, like, here, have you one of these for helping me out. It was always really cool. Yeah, they did. Yeah, I get it all the time. You're such a strong young man, with the southern accents and all. We had this one old lady come through. Her name was Eva, and she was like 97 years old. Like, it looked like her eyes didn't work anymore. Is the only thing I can say. Is like the way the skin was around her eyes. It was wild. But she was this tiny. I mean, she probably weighed 75 pounds, but she came in every day and got her a 6-pack of Budweiser cans, and would drink. That's what she drank every day. And she'd get to talking, you can't really understand what she's saying. It was kind of all mumbled, but you could tell she was laughing, talking shit to you, and having a good time. But Miss Eva was a highlight at the grocery store when she came in. Yeah, the secret to longevity, a good old Budweiser. It was like the Truman Show in there sometimes, though, because you'd see the same people wearing the same work outfits every day. And like, I've experienced some like overwhelming deja vu before, of like situations I've never been in before, but working at that grocery store, you'd feel deja vu all the time, because you literally saw the same people wearing the same clothes, buying the same things. Your same coworkers wearing the same thing. It was like, yeah, Miss Eva, bless your heart. She'd get to going too. You'd just be saying something nice to her, like, "You doing good today, Miss Eva?" And she'd just go in on it. Couldn't understand the words she was saying, but she was talking to you. I was in my hometown. I was performing at the local casino a couple weeks ago, and I stop at the gas station, and I walk in there, and I'm standing there, and I see the guy, and he looks really familiar, and I figured I worked with him when I worked at a factory back home years ago. I was like, "What's up, man? How you been?" And he looked at me. He's like, "I know you," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure we worked together here." And he was like, I've never worked there before, man, but you know, it was good seeing you." And I go, "Did you used to come in the grocery store?" And I named the grocery store, and he was like, "Yeah, my brother owns a car shop across the street." And I was like, it's like how a small city works. Like, I'm there 5 minutes, and I already bumped into someone that I used to see all the time. Yeah, they were sweet, and the older customers always gave you like a little life lesson at some point. Told you something. Although, because I was young, like I was saying earlier, I wasn't a bad employee or anything. I was actually pretty good. Um, but I did have a problem of coming in hungover, even before I was 21. So um, there was this one time my friends got some moonshine, and we all went over our buddy Danny's house. We were there drinking, and evidently I got like blackout. Ended up like throwing up in the bathroom. But all I remember is when I woke up, I realized I was late, and as I was waking up, I saw my friend Mike step over me with girls' panties on. That was it. That was all he was wearing. And I was like, what the hell happened? I get together and I rush to work, and I'm still drunk from the night before. And I get there and I walk in and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I was like an hour and a half late. And I go to get the cash register, the teal out of the safe. And my boss looks at me and he goes, "You are not on a register today." And I was like, fair. He's like, "You can go stock in the back." Now that we're talking about this today, I'll probably have some dreams about it tonight. As I'm at that age too, like reflecting back on those things, feels pretty good as well. Trying to hang on to all those memories and remember the fun and wild times. Yeah, PB's kind of broke that down for me. That um, the reason that it feels that way is when you're younger, you know, you only have a small amount of reference of time, and then she could probably say this better to me too. Um, uh, you only have a small reference of time, but the further you go in life, like you have more reference to that. Money says, "Hey," um, and so that's why it feels longer. I was trying to sound smart there, but you know what I mean. Also, I'm a recovering mansplainer, so please stop me at any time. Yeah, there you go. You know, every time I say that, everyone says that, and I'm like, well, you know what? I didn't know for a very long time that I was doing it. So if I got this right, you guys keep that first badge for the entirety, right? Like that's y'all's, doesn't go away. Unless I change chat identity. Sorry, I have a I have a very strict Nightbot. Yeah, exactly. And what was? Do you remember my mansplaining bit, TV? Because it's been so long since I said that one. I don't even remember it right now. I have to go back through my notes and find it. Because I do a callback to it at some point. A recovering mansplainer. I think I go something like I would explain that to you, but I'm recovering. I can't remember. I now want to go back and watch the videos that I have to see if I can find that. Because it was a part of like a setup to another joke. I haven't used it in so long. Yay. My little baby stream. I don't know. I feel like things are clicking right now and that doing some good things with this. See where it goes. Sure, your job give you a lot of time off for the holidays? It feels too uniformed in that way. I think I see what it is. Darken this one back down a little bit. And by this one I mean like this gap right here. This gap in the shading. Oh yeah, is Spain one of those places that are like a 4-hour workday? We get 200 hours a year plus the opportunity to carry 40 over unused. So this year I had 240. So you like literally could take a week off before the end of the year and still carry 40 more with you. Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of makes it difficult because even though you're getting the time off, it's not being handled while you're not there. Hell yeah. What What'd you ask Santa for Christmas? Actually, that sounded kind of weird. What are you hoping to get for Christmas? You gonna buy yourself something nice? You know, I had an idea for her earlier, and I've already forgotten it. Should have wrote it down. Was something useful. Oh yeah. Asked my dad to take time from work to go on a dad-daughter trip with me. Mom passed unexpectedly last December after Christmas. Oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Dad works a lot, so it'd be nice for him to take a little break. Is he the type to like work to keep that distracted? It's actually like a big reason I'm taking my mom on a trip this coming year is I was with my friend when he lost his mom, and like put how short our time together can be, and it made me want to do something nice, something special for her. Yeah. It's gonna be sweet, but I would think too, like, it's gonna be equally hard for him too. Sorry, I haven't gotten a little choked up. So I'm still here. My cameras are taking a shit, it seems. Yeah, it's the cables sometimes, like the power cords. Yeah, that's what it is. It hasn't been charging it. So, kind of sucks. And I didn't connect them wirelessly because of that. So, um, I can do this. Do this for now. Let's see. Be right back. So that doesn't pull an hour to keep it charging while I'm working. Why that would be. Yeah, I'm not sure. Load. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got a few little things. Me and PB went to the movies and saw a movie, and they gave me this and this sign here. This sign here is from my old tattoo studio, or before I rebranded. It says Lucid. And then PB got me this for, I don't know, birthday or Christmas. Yeah, little stash box. Oh. Um, So I'm using the Mevo wireless cameras, and I couldn't get them into pairing mode earlier. So I just did a hard connect to my USB ports. And I'm guessing like my USB port, I don't know what you call it, but it has a lot of connections on it. Doesn't power the cameras enough to charge them while using them. So I'm going to try and see, since they've previously been connected to the computer, I can connect them Bluetooth wise. Cameras. But one problem is I couldn't figure out how to get them into pairing mode, which is flashing now. So that might actually work. Connected. Sucks. I need to figure this out before tomorrow. So Oh, okay. All right. So I think I figured it out. I would not. I would not recommend these cameras again. And the reason being is you have to reconnect them to your mobile device through an app to adjust anything. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, but even charging them for tomorrow, I need them to. I'm gonna have to figure out. I know that I've connected them to my laptop before, and I have this one that I'm on here. That's one of them. I have 3 of them, so I just can't remember how to. Let me check this. This will be able to tell me here. Okay, so it's, all right. Camera settings. Oh, is that the case? Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. All right, now we're cooking. Right, we're learning, guys. We're learning. Okay. Room. Still not working. That's an issue. Okay. So, yeah, appreciate your patience here. Sorry. All right. Connect. Continue. Camera settings. NDI mode. Settings. NDI mode. Actually. Even better. Camera settings. All right. Okay. So. Well, damn. Supposed to. When in doubt, talk to Papa Jet Chat GPT. Probably gonna cancel stream for this. But we'll see if we can make it work. Was not planning on doing this. All right. Pick this up another time. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna end this for now. It don't seem like I'm gonna get this working.